We made a choice, go fight against your fate. Pain will come with the blaze. Pain will wake up the dead. Imagine crowd in this torment world somehow. Unsheathe the sword not to kill. Unsheathe the sword to rend those towns above the ground. Wake up and start together now. Forget about the rules. We don't know what about. There was chasers of light to find a way.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the good old Honkai story, as Winston would sometimes call it. So, yesterday, yesterday? Well, yesterday, I was playing Thymesia, or Thymessa, I don't know, I think it's Thymesia. And I went in there and I beat the game. And it was a nice and fun little thing. Also pretty irritating at times as well. But I beat the game, and I'm uploading all the footage of the game today because, well, it was actually a very, very short game. I think, was it just as long as Mortal Shell or shorter? I don't know, I'd have to go look it up, but I'm currently uploading the final videos of it right now. And the next thing I have to record after doing this is that I'm going to try recording some Assassin's Creed 3 after I catch up with everything here in Honkai Star Rail, which I'm very close to doing. And again, we have until February 6th anyway for the, we have until February 6th until the 2.0 update with Pikani. I keep forgetting how we actually say the name of the new area in the game. But speaking of the new area in the game, as of today, we had gotten the trailer for it and the little 2.0 live stream, and it looked so very good. Like, that new area is looking fantastic. It looks like it's also based a lot around of, like, dreams and everything. Like, it's based on a lot of dreams. It looks like it's a mix of... I don't know the best way to talk about it. It's got like this little clock guy that makes me think of Cuphead, and it's got something to do with dreams. It also has like plenty of like futuristic things in it. It looks so good and interesting, and the trailer was amazing. And then with the 2.0 live stream, we also saw a guy who apparently was well known for saying in Honkai Impact 3, we got a positive, upbeat, and wholesome story for you, yet meanwhile he's actually the guy who wrote some of the saddest shit in the game. And because he was in there and said the exact same thing during this trailer, people are thinking, oh no, this is where Himeko is gonna, like, die a second time. Or... there's this character named Firefly who, so far from all the leaks I've seen of her and with the trailer thing, she looks like she is a really, like, we're gonna be close with her and she's gonna be really happy to spend time with us. But people have a bad feeling that she is going to probably... I feel like if anybody dies in Pikani, that it's going to probably be that poor little Firefly girl. Because she has the brightest smile, and if you want to make it hurt the worst, you would kill off that character. Apart from that, we also got to see the banners, which are coming in the next one, which is going to be Black Swan. I'm not sure if I'm going to pull for her. It looks like she has the same kind of gameplay as Ching Shui, which I heard the Black Swan is like she's best for dealing damage over time, and that's who she's best paired up with. And then you have the rerun of Dan Heng and Bybiter Lune, and the rerun of Jing Yuan. And then we also have Sparkle, who is going to be in the second half of the Wishes. I always prefer the character that I specifically want to be in the second half, because I can, get more wishes that way. But anyway, that's enough talk about all that stuff. We're going to go ahead and get back into doing Future Market here, where, I just hate dealing with Topaz and all that shit, but we gotta, well, we can get it done, we can get it out of the way. I kinda do just want to get this done so that, well, it's done, and I can have it all uploaded, and I don't know, I just want to get it done. A part of me also doesn't really feel like going into Assassin's Creed 3 or whatever game I'm trying to start up next, but, you know, I gotta do it.
Is that the Trailblazers? It's been a while. I didn't think you'd be back in Belobog so soon. It's been pretty hectic in the city lately. All these people dressed in black suddenly showed up, and even the Silvermane guards have had trouble dealing with them.
We need your opinion on an important matter.
You need my opinion? I'm happy to help. So that's who they are. It's worse than I imagined. The Madam Guardian must be under a lot of pressure. Is there really nothing we can do to assist her?
We're here to gather everyone's opinion on the matter. I know this is a little sudden, but we're running out of time. What's your take?
Why, I'd refuse the contract, of course.
Finally.
There is no room for compromise. Just look at them. Arrogant, stomping around here as if they own the place. How can such people be trusted? Who's to say they won't breach the contract?
Bro, thank you.
Faced with this sort of coercion, we must resist them with all our might. Surrendering is not an option. You must warn the Madam Guardian not to allow herself to fall into their trap.
A soldier's perspective is always valuable, Dunn. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
But he's the only one who said no. He's outvoted.
Did we miss anyone in the overworld? I think we asked just about everyone we needed to. From what I've gathered, it seems like most people in the overworld are leaning towards signing the IPC's contract. We'd better hurry to the underworld and see what Natasha and Zila make of it all.
I already know Z was gonna deny it. Natasha might say it could be better for the safety
It's
of
getting late.
some people.
Where to now?
Felt like I want to say something I can't remember.
None other than the saviors of Belobog. To what do I owe the pleasure? To be honest, I'm surprised you even remembered an old geezer like me.
Oh no, I remember what I was gonna say. That outfit that March was wearing earlier apparently was gonna be a skin for her, but then they scrapped the idea? Like, they don't want skins in the game, or they're gonna bring them back later. I don't know.
But I can tell by the look on your faces you're probably not dropping by to say hi.
We need your opinion on an important matter.
Let me guess. Something to do with these unruly people in black showing up everywhere? Well, ask away. It just so happens I'm curious about them myself. Maybe I can be of some help. I see. That's a tricky situation, all right. A lot for anyone to handle, let alone someone as young as Lady Bronya.
Mr. Oleg, out of all the people we know in Belobog, you have the most life experience. What do you think we should do?
Want to hear the truth? I'm afraid great ambitions and lofty plans no longer hold much appeal for an old-timer like me. If this IPC does indeed possess the magical power to restore Belobog back to its former self overnight, then I think the answer is clear. Have you considered the opposite? What about if we refuse? The reconstruction plan already sounds like an endless endeavor. And with the added burden of a massive debt, well, is that something we can manage on our own? What worries me the most is how Lady Bronya will handle the backlash from her people. Will she be able to withstand the criticism? Is she prepared to carry the weight of a tarnished reputation for years to come?
You know, if you think about it, she could end up getting in trouble, like, for whatever she chooses. I think she can handle a little criticism.
I think so too, but could you imagine having to hear names? Like the traitorous ruler for the rest of your life? Thank you for your thoughts, Mr. Oleg. Another vote for the 4 pile.
Bro, come on, people.
What brings you two to the underworld?
And why the long face?
Need your opinion on an important matter.
Seems a little out of the blue, but since you came all this way, it must be urgent. Go ahead. That is a lot of information to take in. Sorry, both of you. I know you're in a hurry, but I need a moment to think.
No stress, Nat. Just tell us what you really think.
I've thought about it, and... well, if I were Bronya,
okay.
I wouldn't sign it. I won't deny the offer on the table is a very tempting one. And if we refuse, Belobog will not only have the burden of a huge debt, we may also incite the wrath of a very powerful force. But even so, a quote I read back in school came to me just now. Those who are willing to give up freedom for security will end up with neither.
That's right.
Living in the underworld has taught me that this phrase is true. I'd rather trek through the frigid snow plains than live in a beautiful cage.
Wow, that's a pretty convincing argument. Another vote for the against pile. Thanks for your insight, Nat.
So we're gonna put this to a damn tie with Seela. I had a feeling that's how it would go. Just make it even harder for Bronya. Oh, no, wait, we're not gonna talk with you, we're gonna talk to Clara? Well, she's gotta go with what Svarog says, right? So...
Miss March, big sister, what brings you to the underworld?
Hey there, Clara. Is Svarog not around?
Mr. Svarog went out for a walk with a lady called Topaz.
What? Topaz? Do you know where they went?
I'm not sure, but Mr. Svarog promised he'd be back soon.
What now? Svarog's super logical. We should definitely get his opinion.
we already know what he has. Quara's opinion is just as important.
True. Don Hung's always saying that Clara's really insightful for her age.
Huh? Miss March, do you want to ask me something? That's complicated. I don't know what to say.
It's all right, Clara. No pressure. Just tell us how you feel about it.
I think if we have a choice for the future, it should be everyone's decision. Because when I was playing with Hook, the moles, and the other kids, we talked about our dreams. Everyone has different dreams. If we accept Miss Topaz's offer, then doesn't that mean our dreams will never come true? Just taking away people's dreams like that. I don't know. It feels wrong.
You're right. Children see the world as a place where anything is possible. Just the thought of our lives being predestined from birth makes me shiver. Thanks, Clara. Your thoughts mean a lot to us.
Yep.
All that running around has worn me out. So, the final conclusion is... the votes are completely even. I don't know what to do. Both sides have really compelling arguments.
There's still one person left to ask.
Oh, right! We haven't asked Seela. She's probably still in the Great Mine helping the miners. Come on, let's get going.
She's gonna be against it. Or she'll just say, whatever Bronya picks is what I pick.
Back so soon? Any news? Are you feeling all right? You look a little uneasy.
We need your opinion.
Important matter, huh? I can tell from your tone that this isn't gonna be a lighthearted chat. But I'm ready to hear it. I think I get it. At first, I thought it was just a few IPC ruffians overstepping their boundaries.
Yeah, you didn't think the future of Belobog was at stake, right?
Right. I need a little time to process this.
As it stands, the votes are even. Your opinion will make all the difference.
In that case, I abstain.
What?
You have to shoulder this responsibility.
No. This responsibility rests on Bronya's shoulders. Not mine. No matter the choice she makes, she has far greater foresight than I do. She can see the bigger picture more clearly than I can. The vote is tied. If I were to give you my view, it would tip the scales and possibly impact her final choice. I'll respect whatever decision she makes, but it's not my place to make it for her.
I mean, what I can see here is that Zila is trying to say that she doesn't want to do it because she wants it, yeah, to be Bronya's choice. In the end, even if we ask people, this will still end up being Bronya's choice completely if it's tied.
Understood, Zila. This is a difficult decision to make, and everyone feels differently about it. It's times like these that a leader must stand up and do what's needed.
Right. It's Bronya's decision. She knows what's at stake. She won't run away from her duty. I trust her wholeheartedly. If she asks you, just let her know my reasoning. She'll understand.
Well, it's all in Bronya's hands now. She has to make the final call.
She plays a crucial role on this world.
Right? I'm glad Belobog has someone like her in charge. The time has come. Let's go fill her in. I'm curious to see how she's handling those Klapoth ministers.
Well, off we go. Would you just... Why couldn't you just have a teleporter inside?
It's getting late. Where to now?
Oh, why did I think I had to talk to him?
Whoa, the fort's packed! I've never seen this many people here before.
Is slander the only
Jeez, I
thing
can
we
barely even hear myself think.
And Bronya's got a headache. God, poor Bronya.
March, you're back. So, what's the verdict? What do the people think?
We talked to people in both the overworld and the underworld. The final result was a tie.
I see. I suppose everyone has their own way of seeing things. I can't say I'm surprised. What was Zila's perspective on the matter?
She's behind you, whatever you decide.
I should have known. That sounds like Zila, all right.
Did you come to a conclusion with the ministers? It's so loud I can't tell what anyone's saying.
It's pretty much the same situation here. Neither party is willing to compromise. The time has come to make a decision. This chaos cannot be allowed to continue any longer.
Enough! All of you! I know what to do.
Oh, man. Oh, thank God.
I have something to say to the Supreme Guardian.
But aren't you?
Himeko? Wait, is that the real you or a hologram?
Honkai Impact 3 fans going, woo!
It's the real me, March. Real as they come.
Miss Himeko, from the Astral Express? It's an honor. Thank you for all your help in our previous campaign. Things might have turned out differently without your support. If we had known of your arrival beforehand, the architects would have given you a proper welcome. I'm afraid the current circumstances are quite exceptional.
I understand, Miss Bronya. No need to explain. Your city is facing immense difficulties. My intention is simply to ensure that you have all the relevant intel.
Do you have a solution, Himeko?
I hesitate to call it a solution, but I might have some information that might help. It is my hope that with this information, you will be better equipped as the Supreme Guardian to make a wise and informed decision.
Information? Please, tell me what you know, Miss Himeko.
I happen to have a friend with knowledge of Topaz. What Topaz said about her home world is indeed true, which is why she believes that the IPC's takeover of Belobog is the only way of ensuring the city's survival. But there is one thing she intentionally left out. Not all worlds that have accepted the IPC's terms have been saved.
Man, like I didn't already know.
You mean...
Performing ecological reconstruction on a planet carries inevitable risks. According to the intel provided by my friend, the success rate for the ecological reconstruction of worlds using the IPC's technology is 63%.
Only 63% of planets succeed? That's not exactly comforting.
This is the overall average across all IPC projects. The success rate of projects personally handled by Topaz is above 80%. She's undoubtedly one of the most capable people in her field. I wanted to bring these numbers, these probabilities, to light. I think it's only fair that you know all the facts before making a decision. Ultimately, it's up to you, Supreme Guardian, to make the final call.
I understand. Thank you, Miss Himeko. This information is of great help. Regardless of how alluring their promises may be, this contract is nothing more than a gamble. As a leader, I cannot let the future of Belobog hinge on a roll of the dice.
Now that you've decided, I don't have to pretend to be impartial anymore. I think you're making the right choice, Bronya.
Astral friends, I have an idea, but for it to work, I'll need everyone's cooperation. I need some time to rally all the residents in the city, and then I'll meet with Topaz again. Please locate her for me. It doesn't matter where she is or what she's doing. And if the IPC is still trying to take over Belobog's assets, I ask that you do everything in your power to stop them.
Don't worry. Leave it to us. We'll find her. It won't be easy dealing with her, but these two will help me get the job done.
Belobog's future is not for sale. And we'll never forget the friends who stood by us in our time of need. Not once, but twice. Stay safe, everyone.
We can talk here, Japard, and share your reports with the crew. Yes, Lady Bronya. The more details, the better. The Supreme Guardian ordered me to a garrison in Rivet Town with Silvermane guards and automatons to stop the IPC's infiltration. The defense went smoothly at first, but then Topaz appeared of herself with some special technology that seized control of the robots. It seems Topaz is headed for a certain area in the depths. Svarog, is he trying to go against us again? I hope not. My instinct tells me that there's something else behind this, but I don't know for sure yet. At least we know where we can find Topaz. Let's go, Marge. Jupiter.
Japard should be waiting for us in Rivet Town, right? Here we go again. Back to our old stomping grounds for another adventure.
Yep. Kind of wanted to play it together this way. for the reason since we had to come
It's
back
getting
here.
late. Where to now?
The Supreme Guardian has briefed me on the situation and asked that I assist you in locating Topaz. Ready to enter Rivet Town? We'll go in together when everyone is set. Keep your guards
Ready.
up. We might run into IPC agents ahead.
Well, then I just whooped their ass. Man, I don't want to see the bitch.
Destination reached.
Why is there an arena?
Wow, would you look at that? Huh. I never would have guessed it'd be here. But I don't see any mech or weapons. This place is completely surrounded by mountains. Surely they can't be.
Affirmative. The weapons are concealed within the towering rock formations.
No wonder we couldn't find the automaton factory. It was right under our noses all along. Wait a minute. You said these weapons have been hidden here from the very beginning? That means the architects of Eurillo 6 never used them in their fight against the Legion.
Correct. After the IPC departed from this world more than 700 years ago, no one has possessed the necessary knowledge for activating these weapons. The architects used the IPC blueprints to construct replica automatons. However, the overwhelming majority of the combatants, commanded by Elisa Rand, were human.
I see. The stories about this world are truly captivating.
I would like to ask you a question, Topaz.
You're awful polite for a big robot. Ask. Don't be shy.
If the IPC does not intervene, this world is doomed. Are you convinced of this conclusion beyond any doubt?
Yes. I've gone through countless case studies, and they all point to the same conclusion. Any world that comes into contact with a Stellaron is doomed. On the surface, things may appear to be getting better since the Astral Express lent a helping hand. But sooner or later, the underlying problems will resurface. A looming crisis can often lie hidden beneath the illusion of prosperity, unnoticed by many.
Understood.
Understood. That's it? You don't have any thoughts on the matter?
Emotional readings indicate that your response is sincere and accurate. That is all I wish to confirm regarding this matter. While my opinion on the future of this planet may differ from yours, it ultimately holds no weight. I am merely a tool, not a decision maker.
If only my colleagues had the same self-awareness as you. Come on, Numby. We've got some assessing to do.
I don't like it, man. I don't like it one bit.
Topaz disappeared after leaving Rivet Town. In her absence, her subordinates flooded in and took over.
The IPC soldiers are well equipped. It wouldn't be wise to fight them head on. Captain, what do you have in mind?
You're right, Miss Himeko. We'll be using the automaton stealth bomb to cover our tracks.
Automaton stealth bomb?
Huh?
I'll explain later. Let's get moving.
Look, down there! It's the IPC!
Keep noise to a minimum, everyone. We don't want to alert the enemy to our presence. It's time to deploy the automaton stealth bomb.
We're gonna see if this automaton stealth bomb is really good for stealth in the next one.